Hey guys, it's Kobe with Rural Bible Reviews, coming at you again this week with another Bible review. This one is a special review. A friend of mine, Lee from Reformed Meditations, sent me this Bible to review, and it's one that I've been wanting to review one of these, but I never owned one of them. So I'm pretty pumped about reviewing this one because, like I say, I've never reviewed one of these before. Um, so here it is. It's if you guys are familiar with premium Bibles, then you may know what I'm about to review just by the look of the box. If you're not familiar, then you're like me, you're in for a treat. I'm about to review an Allan. I've never seen an Allan until he sent this to me. I've never reviewed one, like I said. Uh, I held the leather off of one time when I went to Jeff Rice's house to pick up my Bible, my rebind that he did for me. He had rebound one, so he had just the leather, but it wasn't the entire Bible. And it feels different. If you're just holding just the leather, it's going to feel different than the entire text block. So, but at any rate, we'll get started here. Now, if you guys watch my videos, you always know that I have my hands up here right away. Well, I'm going to show you something here. Lee was giving me a hard time when he was talking, and he said, yeah, he goes, I'm always curious to see what kind of silicone ring you wear, what color you wear whenever you review the Bibles, that you got. So since this is a special one, I decided to break out the bling. I've got my tungsten silver ring, and then this is a ring that it's a company that's no longer around. It used to be called 1689 Beard Company, but it's now going to be called Anchored by the Sea. So give them a follow on Instagram and on Etsy. The shop will be opening back up. He makes beard products, beard oils, beard balms, things like that. But anyway, the guy that owned it, me and him went to school together, ironically, which is kind of funny because whenever I was buying his stuff back in the day, we got to talking, and he said, we figured out, we, knew similar people, and then, just found out we went to school with each other. But anyway, he's a good guy and everything, but he sold the business, but he had sent me this ring, so I decided to break it out. But anyway, just kind of a joke and a rib at Lee there. But this Bible that he sent me, it comes in this two-piece box, which from my understanding is a typical Allan box. It doesn't have an ISBN, but you guys can pause that there. It is the Allan ESV SCT BL, which is a single column text edition, blue goatskin. That's what that stands for. And I'll put the box over there, and here's the Bible. And this goatskin is super nice. It's very grainy, as you can see. You can feel the grain, the texture, and everything. Turn it over on its side there. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tooled hubs. You've got Holy Bible, English Standard Version, and Allan, all stamped in gold. It is gold gilding with beautiful red underneath. You open it up, and it's got, I'm going to assume this is probably calfskin maybe, as the liner with the gold gilt line. You've got beautiful corner work there. I don't know a lot about these Bibles, so I'm just going to be totally honest with you. We're going to kind of wing it here. But this this end sheet is kind of like what Jeff used to rebind my preaching Bible with. It is edge lined, of course, but it's almost like a paper or like a book end sheet. So and then you've got your typical cardstock type end sheets, and then you've got your title page, the Holy Bible ESV, your next title page, and then you've got your publisher's page. And this is the 2016 text edition, as you guys can see there. And this is the reader's edition. This Bible was printed in China. Now, for those of you that do not know, and I could be wrong about this, so if I am and you're watching this, please correct me in the comments down below. But I'm almost 100% sure that what Allan does is that they will get a text block from Crossway, or from whoever. I'm just going to say Crossway in this instance. And then they wrap it in their beautiful goat skin, and they put their good ribbons in it, and the art, do all those things to it. So, and I think they might just get the printing. I don't know exactly, because like I said, this is printed in China. So, but the paper's still good. It still feels good and everything. But there's your content page, your introduction. And then look, this is what we mean by, well, let me get here, the Old Testament. And then there you go. This is what we mean by Reader's Edition. As you can see, you've got your book of the Bible there, Genesis, and it starts out in the beginning, but it looks like a book. There's no chapter, there's no verse, there's no nothing. It's just read the text. There's your page number, and there you go. Now, when you turn over, though, as you can see, you'll have Genesis 2:5 through, let's see, what does that say? No, 2:15 through 23, sorry. So then you kind of have an idea where you're at. You may not know exactly, but anyway, this is the layout of this, which is a very unique and different looking Bible. I own one Reader's Edition, I think. It is a CSB Reader's Edition. It's a hardback. Oh, look at that ribbon. Ain't that pretty? Those of you that don't know, I love blue. Blue is one of my favorite colors. So that pretty blue ribbon, I like that. So anyway, goodness, look how long it is too. It's a super long ribbon. That was really nice. But we'll keep flipping here. He didn't, he has these tucked in where, he sent it to me. So here we are in the Psalms. And as you can see, the Psalms are also set up, still poetic setting, but it's still, where you can read it like a book. So this is just, just cool to me. I personally would rather have one with the chapter and verse numbers, that's just me. But if you just want to sit and just read, this is a good way to do it. So, and let's get over here to the New Testament, because then you don't have your interruption. It doesn't look as cluttered. And notice this too, when it does start a new chapter, it does have it out to the side here. I wish I knew what GSM this paper was. It's thin, but it's also good. It's almost like it's coated. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I tried to look on Bibles Direct, which is where you can order the Allans from, to see if they had this particular one in stock, and they do not. So I'm not 100% sure, the exact, specifications of this one. But I will say they do have 4 different Reader's Editions on their site right now, and they're $190. They've got a black calfskin with a red under gold. They got another black, it's called black Mariva calfskin with a red under gold, a black Mariva calfskin with a silver line edition, and then they've got a navy blue Mariva calfskin, and then a plum Mariva calfskin. So these are all, like I say, they're $190. They are called the New Classic Reader's Reference. So it also, these though are actually, they have references in the middle with the footnotes at the bottom. So they had the verse and the chapter number. So it's a little bit different. Now it does say that these that I'm looking at on their website are printed by Royal Youngblood in the Netherlands, and it's 36 GSM coated Bible paper. So that is different. Because like I say, this one said it was printed in China, but $190, that's not too bad. Now, I'll leave a link down below to Allan's where you can look. They also have the King James Version, the New American Standard, the NIV, and the New Revised Standard Version. The New American they have is the Reference Edition as well. So now they also have the Highland goatskin in the same text block as the other ones, but it's a little bit more. It is $225, and also, I don't know if you guys have seen these or not, but it's got these speckled page edges. So it's not going to be your red under gold. It's actually going to be a speckled page edge, and I like those. I've been wanting to get one, a speckled page edge. They're really neat looking in my opinion, but the one that they have is a navy blue Highland goatskin. So it's going to be like this one, I'm assuming, because this is the same. It's the Highland goatskin too. So, but that one is blue with red page edges and red ribbons. So it's real pretty too. Whereas the other ones that are the calf skin, they have, the silver one is silver with blue underneath. The black Mariva with the silver line, and then you got the plum and all that. So those are pretty Bibles. I really like that one with the silver. Anyway, kind of reminds me of the Black Pearl. If you guys have seen that video that I did, kind of reminds me a little bit with the blue under silver. But as you can see, this is a black letter text. We are here in Matthew chapter 5. So there is no red letter, which to me makes sense, because if, with it being a reader's edition, I wouldn't want it to be black letter. To me, that would, take away from the premise of this Bible, in my opinion. I think it's better without the red letter, because that way you can actually, you're not distracted by the red letter. Just like, you're using, you want the readers without the verse numbers and the chapters over here in the side, no references, and it's single column. You want that to cut away from the distractions and read like a book. Well, if it was broke up by the words of Christ being in red, well then, in my opinion, that kind of would defeat the purpose. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you rather have it in red letter, or do you like the black letter? I personally like the black letter, but like I say, it's just my opinion. Let me get to the back here. I love these red accents. It's very pretty. Like I say, I really do. I'm really, really, really impressed with this Allan Bible. Like I say, I've never had one until before, so thanks a lot, Lee. I really do appreciate that. I'm going to leave a link down below to the Facebook page and everything, and his, well, I would leave one to the podcast feed, but the thing about the podcast feed is that I'll leave it for the Apple. I'm sure you can find it on any podcast catcher, but it's Reformed Meditations. And I've been on there a couple of times with him going over some scripture. But anyway, and I'm not just plugging it for that, but it's a very good podcast. So you get to the end of Revelation, you got one blank page, and then look at these maps. These aren't typical crossway maps. I like this. Oh, look at that. I like that color, and it's not on that glossy cardstock. Those are some good looking maps, and you only got a few there. So, and then you got some more cardstock, and I'm about to show you guys. Look at this. Then you've got some lined paper back here. That's awesome. That's that same coated feeling paper like the Bible is printed, like the text is printed on there. So I'm trying to make sure, is this one page or? Yeah, that's one page. It's pretty thick too, so that's some good paper. I think that holds up to some very good writing there. So you got several pages. I don't know how many you got here, but you got a bunch. I'm not going to count them all. I don't want to bore you guys with dead silence here. So you got all that. Give you a good idea. It's a good little thick amount, good little chunk there. Some lined paper there you can use to jot notes or whatever. And then you got your end sheets again. Got your, book end sheet. Got your liner. Yep. what does it say? Allan binding by Ludlow. And then you got to the back here, and again, that beautiful grainy goat skin. And this is a good size Bible too. And look at there, look at those ribbons. Ooh, sorry, I hit that every time now. Those ribbons are beautiful. That light blue color and everything. I think it offsets well with the navy blue. I like those ribbons. Those are real pretty. Shout out to Lee for sending this to me. I really do appreciate it. At the time of filming this, it's already would have dropped by the time you guys see this video, but I'll leave a link to it down below too. But I actually was interviewed on a podcast, the Here I Stand Theology podcast. I've left a link to them on a few of my videos here, because one of the hosts on there, Matt, sent me 3 Bibles to review. As you know, I just got done reviewing those. But they had me on, him and Claude, they had me on their podcast, interviewing me about, the Bibles and my channel and all that. So it's funny on the promo, every time I do a review, all you see is my hands. And Claude used a picture of me, like my hands were sort of like this right here or something, with a Bible open. And I actually think it was I think it was Matt's wide margin Skylar that he got the screenshot from, and he said they'd be talking to my face and not my hands. So you'll get to actually see me. I told them, I said, if people come watch this, that watch my channel, they're going to understand why now I don't ever show my face. I always just show the Bibles. So, but no, in case you're interested, you can watch that. Like I say, I'll leave a link to it down below. I also have a link down below to my Facebook and my Instagram. There's also the link for the Buy Me a Coffee. If you're interested in supporting the channel in any way, don't feel obligated. Like I say, it's just, it's there if you want to do it. I really do appreciate you guys watching. Just remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification. That way you know whenever I post up another video, you'll be made aware of it. And I really do, like I say again, thanks to Lee for sending this. Do you guys own an Allan? If so, which one do you have? And what do you think of it? I know in some of the Bible groups, people can get a little snooty about these, and I don't mean that in a bad way. But they have their Allans and they fell in love with them, and that's their Bible. But it's like that with anything, with brands. Some people like Skylar, some people like Cambridge, some people like the Allans. So I mean, and that's fair. They all have their great qualities. So, and it's all in what you like. If you have a Crossway text block that you really like, Allan may, wrap it in their beautiful goat skin or calf skin one day, and then you can have a premium text block that you didn't think would ever be a premium text block. But anyway, like I say, I'll leave a link down below for Allan as well. They also have hymn books and journals, and they have reference books, page magnifiers. So they have different things like that. Like I say, I wasn't super familiar with them as far as like their site goes, because I never really went to it, because never really had a reason to, because like I say, I never was going to buy an Allan. Not that I couldn't afford one or whatever. It's just, I never got around to it. But now that I've seen this one and had one, I do want one now. But it's a very nice, Bible. Let's see. I'm looking at their journals right now. Their journals look pretty nice. I know Skylar makes journals too, which they're out right now. I think they have the mahogany calf skin. They're going to get some more in December, I think it said. So with the Allans, they have 70 GSM paper, and it's 192 pages. So it says it's a pocket-sized notebook. So that's a little bit smaller. But anyway, like I say, I'll leave the link down below where you can go check out all that stuff. But like I say, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I really do appreciate you guys. And until next time, grace and peace.